Hello everyone, Franck Ropers here, an expert in Penchak Silat and a self-defense specialist. Today we're going to talk about a very serious topic, defense against knives. The goal of this video is to raise your awareness about the dangers of knives. You'll see that we're very far from what you might see in a martial arts studio. That's my car.
First of all, you say hello, you jerk.
See how we can move, leave, no moving, scream, we scream, we scream. Who is it, who is it, who is it? So there you go, my life just came to a halt. So it happens very, very quickly. Here we are really in reality. We're far from the dojo. So you should know that today, attacks with sharp weapons are quite common. Unfortunately, when we talk about sharp weapons, it's much broader than just knives. We always have knives, but actually you do have this type of knife. The pinel, the cutting tool, and you have the small machete or waltz, you have the screwdriver, you have tools that are homemade. They don't end up in prison, unfortunately, in church, actually. So there are plenty of things, of objects. So that's the basics, and it goes much further. If he holds it like an ice pick here, the attacks are limited. They are mainly high and lateral. On the other hand, if he holds it like this, then it's a little bit different. Well varied, he can attack from the front, he can make slashes here, he can attack from underneath. So, it's much easier to defend against this type of attack, like psychopath. On this work, it gets very complex. Now, you saw the type of attack we might encounter, unrelated to dojo practice. It's violent, it's unpredictable, it's quick, knowing that in 90% of cases, the knife wasn't seen by the victim. So we can only work on the remaining 10%. So, here we have 4 types of assaults. The first type is the threat with a distance between the target, so me and the blade. So what are you shouting? You. Pass me on my foot, I'm going to give you a little hit. Slide, 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 slide. Shh. So it's clear that with a knife, you don't want to act tough. It's really about being the dominant and the dominated. So what I'm going to try to do is reassure him as the dominant one, either by giving what I have or by fleeing. Once again, all right. So I need to reassure him to try to calm him down and actually try to relax him. And at that moment, that's when I'll feel that I can possibly flee, hit myself. I have to. So defense in general consists of 3 steps. First step, I deflect with utmost care and precision. Second, I hit a vital point. And third, I observe and I follow. When we flee, it's the same. We don't turn our back right away. We take a few steps back and then we run. Why? To always identify the weapon. Because he can very well stab you in the back. He can't just come in anyway. He has to touch you. You need to deflect the weapon and make contact. Now, there's a very simple rule. Above all, don't put your limbs under the blade. Neither your hands nor your feet. You're going to get cut. You need to deflect and try to hit the closest target to you. There, it's obvious that it's not the eyes. If he comes back, he cuts me. So I'm going to push and I'm going to hit the leg. That way, if he comes back, I'm no longer underneath the blade. Once again, you don't have the right to make a mistake. So don't go doing that kind of thing. You stay here, bang, bang, just point, and people lead. It's not possible. The second type of aggression is the one where Alain makes contact. And there may possibly be a grab, which is going to complicate things. Okay, it's always the threat.
Go ahead, give your love in your chain. I'm going to give you. Calm down, stay cool. Go ahead, give yourself. I'm going to give you. Give yourself.
The third scenario is a premeditated, planned attack. So here, he has a presence, he's going to stab me, I don't know when. There, I saw the blade, I was lucky to see the blade again. And the third one is the direct slash attack. For example, I'm not warned, and that, unfortunately, these are scenarios that happen. So this isn't critical. There are techniques that are effective in certain contexts, but not in others. The ground would be effective for Anuane. On the other hand, if you have a lot of people around, it gets complicated. Your head can quickly look like a balloon, and especially with a knife, it's dangerous. If you take someone to the ground and the person who has you pinned down has a way to access a blade in their pocket, what unfortunately happens is that they're going to stab you. We're talking about blocks. There are blocks that you absolutely need to avoid. Because right now, I'm probably going to make you cut. Example. Unfortunately, we still see that in some magazines. A stabbing strike with an ice pick. Here I'm going slowly because this knife cuts. I bring back the reflex of an attacker, which is to pull him towards himself. Why? Because that's what makes him strong. What's going to happen is that I'm going to cut at this level. In the same way, I'm going to strike the abdomen. He's going to pull back. He's going to cut at Eden's level. So never get stuck in 3. There's no miracle method when facing a knife. There is no truth. True. Me against a knife, I give in. Okay, but if I can't get out of it, I'm going to try to use the environment, throwing a bag, throwing keys. If I can grab something within reach, it could be a chair, anything. Putting a table as a barrier, a coat rack, throwing a piece of clothing. So in this case, follow tepe. Thank you. I'm just trying to block, and when I feel it, I throw it, for example, at the table. And once again, I run away. Run. And once again, I run away. Run away. To run away, you must observe other videos, other themes I explained. You must observe. You don't just run away anyway. You need to avoid. So prevention for me is the best method and the best defense against a knife attack. So also why this video is that there are situations where it's impossible to escape. You're stuck in a train compartment, in an elevator, in a confined space. Escaping is impossible. You can be grabbed. So here we really need to do something. It's true that these few tools can help you get out, not unscathed, but to come out alive. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like, share, comment, and download your self-defense guide that's in the description right below.